All right, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. So, well, there's like a lot of things I can tell you. Is that number one, I wasn't able to do the whole July 4th dress as Spider Man, go to Hardee's and get a free burger. Because, I have the Parker's luck, like usual. I'm shocked that Walmart didn't even do it. I mean, Walmart should have saw him like, hey, we need a bunch of Spider-Man costumes. A bunch of them. And adult size, of course. Definitely. Come on. Burn it out. Come on. We got to do this before July 4th. Go, 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 go. No, they didn't do that. They didn't have them at all. All they had was just some layout stuff. So, since of the new movie, they actually have Spectacular Spider-Man, all the series on DVD, but if you go online, you actually can get the first season for $10. If you actually go to the store and buy those DVDs, I think it's most likely $15 in all. I think so. It has to be like $15. I think maybe 4 episodes per DVD. But like Aunt May says, they're only in it for the money. So, yeah. They also have other stuff like they have Green Goblin, Dr. Ock, the Venom Saga. Yeah, they have all the stuff that they did for the first 3 original ones, and they even have the original ones set out, which is like, why do you have the original set out? And why in the world didn't you go like, hey, we need to have the Lizard. Yeah, we need to have the Lizard DVD. Of course, the Lizard DVD was only, I, I think it was like at least 3 episodes they could have put in the DVD. 3 or 2 episodes. We have the one where he turns into, maybe 4 episodes. Because we have the one that he turns into a lizard the first time. And then we have okay, maybe 3. And then we have the one when he returns as the lizard because of the genetic experiment stuff, which kind of, it does shadow what was kind of trying to happen in the movie. And then we have, well, they went crazy on the movie. Alright, I'm just gonna talk about the movie real quick, just a little bit. This is not the movie review yet. I'm gonna put the movie review up soon and talk about it later after this. So, what we have here is that instead of mutating lizards and with lizard DNA, we're trying to change the lizards into super lizards and conquer the world. No, he goes for the fact of we gotta change humans for the better. We gotta instead leave behind the weak human stuff and turn into lizards. Which that was kind of like the end game part. So that he was gonna try to turn the whole New York City into lizards. And that was like 216% of the formula he used. Which, yeah, last bit he actually used 216% plus formula. Well, anyways, we have the lizard when he turns into the lizard. I think we have that one. And then we have the one when he returns as the lizard, and that's when Mary Jane was with Peter Parker. And she was able to give a distraction, and yeah. So the third one actually was from a flashback. So they actually have to put a Venom episode in there because that's Eddie Brock had reminisced about it. I mean, you could put it in there, but I mean, it just has the lizard in there, and you guys are doing it just for money, so you could just put it in there anyways. And then we have I think it's maybe 2 or 3 episodes where you have the games, Secret Wars. Yeah, the so-called Secret Wars, where you have the lizard being in the Secret War, which technically is supposed to be the Hulk, but at the time the Hulk had his own show, and he was like, "Yeah, I have my own show. I don't give a crap about you. Put someone else in there. And that's what they did. They put the lizard in there that he's able to transform into the lizard and back. That's what I read, but when I watched it, he didn't turn back into the regular person. He was just a lizard. Yeah, he was just a lizard, but he had control over it. Yep. All right. So now with the and I forgot. And they also gave out 1 second. Excuse me. They also gave out a DVD which cost $3. So with the DVD you got the comic book, the original comic book with the lizard in it, which I am shocked that I. Oh crap! Excuse me. I am shocked the fact that I didn't know that when Spectacular Spider-Man ended, so the Connors went to the Florida Everglades. That's where the lizard first came out. It's at the Florida Everglades. So that was like a little shout out to that comic. But since I didn't know, I couldn't catch it until now when I just read the comic like a few days ago. So we also have the comic and we have the DVD that comes with it. Which the DVD that comes with it actually has, let's see, the DVD has like even more behind the scenes stuff, trying to get you hyped for the movie. Then you have the actual car scene. Well, not a car theft scene, which the car theft scene was like, that was pretty funny. And since I didn't see the movie until after that, which of course you'll see the movie after that, at first when I looked at it, I was like, wow, is Spider-Man making a joke of the fact that if he actually had like a Rolex watch, he would have stole it? But no. That's not what he was doing in that. For people who haven't seen the movie, this is a good time to bleep this for like 3 seconds. Alright? Is it bleeped? Alright. So, what he was really doing was looking for his Uncle Ben's killer, who actually had a star on his left wrist. So, that's what he was doing. He actually was looking to see if the car thief was the actual killer, which. Funny. So, yeah, you notice that from that scene, he said, "Oh, look out." He said, "Look out," when he went and did the whatever, the breakdance takedown move. But in the movie, you actually will hear him say "crotch," which I was like, "What?" Yeah, I mean, I was actually in the movie was going to, I actually said when he was just about to say "look out," I said "look out," and he said "crotch," and I was like, "What?" Yeah, that was like wow on that one. Wow. All right. So here's some stuff I did while I was digging before I watched the movie. So this was a rushed thing. This was a rushed piece of work. I mean, it was. That's what it says. It just was rushed, you know. Which, I mean, when it says rush, I'm like, why in the world did you not just let Sam Raimi do his thing? Because you gave him the precise amount of time for him to do his, which I'm not saying that, oh, this thing sucks, I want Sam Raimi back. No, I'm just saying the fact that you guys were kind of unfair to Sam Raimi. I mean, seriously, you guys are kind of unfair to him. So, with that said, I guess the real reason why they actually did it is because they were able to control Matt Webb more. They were able to tell Matt Webb more stuff they want in a movie instead of Sam Raimi, who can just basically say, nah. Which, since he's like his first movie was 500 Days. This is his second movie, which means he's kind of like inexperienced a little bit. I mean, it's kind of like a leader who was thrust upon it instead of a leader who's been doing it for like he has like some experience. I mean, for this, I'm trying to say that he could actually been more of like, oh no, 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 especially with the whole end, the special trailer he left at the end, the special thing, yeah, which was in a trailer. That was actually in a trailer, which it should have been more of like, instead of that, he should have been more like, hey, that's supposed to have been the ending. You shouldn't put that in a trailer. What is wrong with you? Yeah, instead he was the inexperienced leader who was just like, man, this is just fun, and he's just like, hey, we have these trailers. Is it okay to send them? Oh yeah, sure, man. I bet y'all guys know what you're doing. I'm just going to direct and do what I need to do, and you guys know what you're doing, so yeah, we're good. Yeah, that's what happened. So, the other thing is that this was just a movie for Sony to keep the license. Wow. I was like, really, wow, man. Which it does make sense. I mean, it does make little sense. Alright, next thing is that Sony paraded and spoiled the anticipants, which that is true. They did spoil all of the people who wanted to watch it. Everyone who was a fan, who was waiting for this movie, they got spoiled beyond belief. Everyone got spoiled. Which, here's like a few notes I said. They're great. Blah. So, they can't top the upside down kiss. That's one thing. They can't top it, which, since I saw the movie, yeah, they didn't top the upside down kiss. They didn't even try to do it. Which I'm gonna tell you in the review, or a big spoiler, whatever you want to call it. I'll just tell you what exactly they could have done that might have been like, that would have worked. I mean, I had to look into it and see if it actually works, which it somewhat works and then somewhat not works. I mean, yeah, it's like that. But all right, let's see if they kiss. Oh yeah, yeah. This. Oh well, since I have it here, that means I can basically say it. So, what they could have done to make it like somewhat, you know, they could kind of like be a little bit lower than that, but they could at least tie it. Is the fact that in the lizard scene where they was at school and he had the lizard all webbed up, and then Gwen Stacy was just right there. So yeah, when he actually threw the trophy out the window, so she has a way out. He could have just took the mask off like a little bit, like what you usually do in the kiss scenes. Yeah, and kiss her. Yeah, kiss her quick and say, "I'm gonna throw you out the window now." And there you go. See, it's like that. It works just like that. Technically, that could have worked, but it's like some parts that doesn't work. I mean, the really reason why it couldn't work is the fact that the police were outside. The police could have identified him or something, you know? That's the only reason why it might not have worked. I mean, yes, he has like the first half of his face hidden, but still, he could, something could have happened. Anyways, in the car theft scene, I was like, why in the world did he not web away? Which that was like before. I mean, that was before I saw the movie. So when I saw the whole entire part, I was okay with it. But yeah, you just had him running away, then running on a truck. I was like, really? He should have webbed away on that one. Straight up just webbed away. That would have made it better. But I'm okay with what they got. I mean, they could have made it better with even more webs. But, oh well. So, let's see. With the lizard, they made him into a villain. Yeah. Since it's ultimate base, they had a few things to rely on, but they also copied from the original lizard. Which, here's the thing. The Ultimate Lizard didn't really have anything they could truly count on because the Ultimate Lizard was in annuals. Yeah, he showed up in Team Up Annual. That's what I've read, and also that he was just touched on. They just talked about him in dream sequences, and then in Ultimate number 60, Ultimate Spider-Man 60, that's when he showed up, or he had like an appearance. Which there's nothing really to tell. I mean, the only thing else I could tell you is just the fact that that lizard is stupider than the original lizard, and in all of the types of Dr. Connors there was, he always had a son and wife. But in this one, in the movie, they actually cut the wife and son out of the picture. Which, wow. So in this version is like completely brand new to an extent. This is the fact that he has no family. He just has himself. That's all he has. Alright, so I guess I can put some spoilers on here too. Even though it's not really. I mean, everyone saw the movie now. Mostly everyone saw the movie, so this is not really a true spoiler. But if you haven't seen the movie, it's a good idea to at least mute it a little bit, so you won't be like, "Holy dang, what the hell!" All right, I warned you. This is the second warning of the second spoiler. So we got Stacy's death, Captain Stacy's death. And again, they said, "Oh yes, we're basing this off the Ultimate Spider-Man." Yeah. No, you're not. Because here is the list of deaths we have. We have in the original one is that it was Dr. Ock versus Spider-Man, and they were fighting, and their fight was intense, I bet, because there's like debris coming out of nowhere. Debris coming from a building or something. So the debris actually landed on Stacy, and that's how he died, which he knew his identity. Which Spider-Man suspected he knew his identity anyways. And then the ultimate one, it was basically that one happened in Ultimatum. I think that might have happened in Ultimatum. This is where we had the chameleon twins. It's two chameleons, not one. And the two chameleons kidnapped Jonah Jameson and Peter Parker. Which one of the twins, whoever took Peter Parker, actually looked in his bag. He's like, "Oh my gosh, he's Spider-Man! No freaking way!" And then that's when he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna be Spider-Man and I'm gonna rob the freaking place." So that's what he did. He robbed the bank, and Captain Stacy came into pursuit. And at that time, he threw a bomb, and some dumb kid was walking by, and he didn't see the bomb. I guess it's a little kid or something. And Stacy was like, "Oh my gosh!" And he just jumped right. He told the kid run. He jumped right on top of the bomb, and boom! That's how he died in the Ultimates, boys and girls. But in the movie, they took it a different way. So instead of the chameleon, we have the lizard who freaking killed Captain Stacy. In that, well, there's nothing really much to say. I guess the real reason why they did this because they wanted to send him to jail. They wanted to send him to jail. They wanted to have something that they can use to put him in jail. So yeah, they can just have him in jail instead of having him roaming around or something. Which is like, you didn't really have to kill Stacy. I mean, not really. I don't see no real reason why you had to kill Stacy, because he would go to jail anyways. I mean, if he didn't kill Stacy, he would still go to jail because he seems like a threat. I mean, technically, he seems like a threat, and he needs to be detained. So he can understand what he did because he did some damage. He damaged like lots of places. I mean, of course, if you damage the place, you most likely will go to jail for it. And I bet he doesn't really have that a lot of money. I mean, yeah, I don't. I mean, he might have a lot of money. He might not have a lot of money. And either so, if they don't have anything truly besides just taking away the Stacy kill, you'll still have Norman Osborn being like, he didn't make the serum for me. And then he'll have forces because, come on, I think Norman Osborn has like some kind of pull with the police. So it most likely he could just say, take him away, arrest him, put him in jail. I need him in jail because this is what he gets for not being smart and giving me the serum. Oh, of course, everyone knows that Ben, Uncle Ben dies. He always dies. Every single one, he always dies. There's only one time where he doesn't die, which will be in the What If file. Which instead of him dying, it will be Aunt May who dies, and Uncle Ben and Peter become like Batman or Robin, you know? Yeah, so Uncle Ben would be like that. Batman and Spider-Man would be Robin. That's how it would work. But again, here's what the Ultimates have to say. The Ben's killer has been identified, you know? Yeah, and Ben's killer is black. I'm sorry, but I just have to say it. Ben Killer is black with brown dreadlocks. And basically with the black suit, or they call it the suit, coincidentally, he finds him. Yeah, the suit finds him, and he basically had him pinned and said, why did you do it? And then he turned into the first Venom. Yeah, and that's when he had to get rid of the suit. So, yeah, that's when he supposedly have found the murderer. Which, in this movie, I think, well, pretty much it basically said that he didn't find the killer. The killer's still out there, which I would like to say, no, he isn't. I mean, you see Spider-Man freaking web a guy on the police department. Why in the world would he web a guy if he has no... I mean, he's not gonna... Oh my gosh, it's like, why in the world would he web a guy out of nowhere for no reason? I mean, that's most likely the killer. He found the killer, he bagged him, he put him in the police department, and he's gonna say, okay, I'll let the police deal with this dude. And yeah, you'll think, some of you might be thinking of the Spider-Man 1 where, yeah, Raimi Spider-Man, where he's actually like, you killed my uncle. How dare you? Yeah, and he didn't get his revenge like you guys think. No, he basically just did the true, possibly good thing he could do, which is he found the murderer. He webbed the murderer right there, and he said, okay, policemen, if you guys want to freaking give justice, okay, here you go. Here's the killer. Go right ahead. That's what I think they did. It's just that he caught the killer. The killer's right there. He's most likely getting pressed on charges. He found the killer. And the reason why he still has the wanted poster is just the reminder, you know? He just have a wall of reminder stuff. Alright. Now to Proto Goblin. So, earlier this year, we were like, oh, Proto Goblin's going to be the movie, and then they cut it out. I did my research, and of course, everyone knows, because I bet most of you guys did it too, is that he was a test subject for the Goblin formula. And he was actually a serial killer, which I like to say the person they cast for that, and also where they put the person, I mean the personality and stuff. I like to say that's not really what I mean. It's like, how in the world he's supposed to be a serial killer and it's proto goblin if you made him like some kind of rich boy guy from India? I mean, I can't really see anything. So with him, he with the becoming proto goblin, he became a super murderer. I mean, he basically murdered people, lots of murders, and till this day, we don't even know if he's alive or not. Yeah, so we don't even know he's alive or not. And like I put in the notes, his personality, he doesn't seem like the murdering type. I mean, he might seem like the cut person, but I don't. I mean, someone who actually be like, "You better give me that formula right now. I'll bust a cap." That's all I think is what he can do. I mean, as for actually being a murderer, a person that will just freaking murder and murder and murder and murder, I don't see that in that person. And by the way, the person in the comic was actually a blonde dude. I mean, really, they just straight up went crazy on the casting stuff here. I mean, if you want to call it, which that's what Avi Arad basically told Matt Webb to say. Oh, it's basically you're just doing stuff from Ultimate Spider-Man, man. He's like, really? Yeah, he's just Ultimate Spider-Man. Wow, Secret Avi Arad just writes from the original one too. So I think they need to cut out the whole Ultimates, this Ultimate Spider-Man base, because only thing you got from Ultimate Spider-Man is the fact that a he's a child. We actually know what happened to his parents instead of the secret what happened to his parents, which they were actually shield agents, and I think they died in combat or something. I think that's what happened. Yeah, but in this one, he's basically scientist, and he stumbled on something unbelievable, I guess. And yeah, something unbelievable happens, and there you go. They're dead. They're gone. He doesn't see him again. And then he has, well, what's supposed to happen is that if you're really basing this on the Ultimates, Peter will find like lots and lots of stuff. Seriously, they'll find lots of stuff. Like, you have the briefcase. Yes, you have the dad's briefcase, but he also have left videos for Peter, which that's yet to be determined if they actually will go that route. And we also have a videotape of him as a child with his parents and with Brock's, and they were having a picnic. But since if you look at the movie, which I'm sorry who didn't see the movie, this is a third spoiler, you'll see that he researched what happened to his parents, and you'll just see that May and May and Richard Parker, they both died in a plane crash. That's all. That's all they say. They don't even say the Parkers and the Brocks both crashed in a plane. Were in a plane crash. No, it just says his parents. I mean, really. Yeah, I think that was Avi Arad's doing. I'm sorry, because he just said that he wants to do the Venom movie before they're doing a Amazing Spider-Man sequel. So the Venom movie will be out before, well, maybe will be out before the Amazing Spider-Man movie. Which that just tells you people, Avi Arad is a Venom fan. He wants Venom to get all glory, much glory as Spider-Man can get. Yeah, he wants him to be like side by side with Spider-Man, which I say no. No, just stop it, man. Isn't Spider-Man 3 enough? You freaking wanted Venom in the movie. There's Venom. You got Venom, alright? And he was a sorry Venom. I'm sorry, but he was sorry. I don't even give a darn about Venom. I'm glad that Venom sucked, because I think Venom sucks. He sucks horribly. And everyone from back in the day who was like, "Oh, the black suit, no, don't change it. I love the red and blue." Y'all guys suck too. If you're listening, you guys suck too. I'm freaking pointing a finger too. Y'all guys suck. Seriously, you suck. But that's what he wants. Is that he wants to separate Spider-Man and Venom, which, like the X-Men said, you can't do that. I mean, Venom sprouted from Spider-Man, and if you do that, it's going to be like, really, I don't get it. How exactly does this work? I mean, yes, it can work, but there's like some things that won't work. Like if, well, in the Ultimates, in Ultimate Spider-Man, basically the suit is actually a cancer healing aid. It's like a suit that heals people with cancer. And Eddie Brock knows where it is. He has like a safe amount, and I think they have 2 vials of it. So basically, he can use the suit, but he can't shoot webs. That's the thing. Spider-Man, he can shoot webs. I mean, yes, technically, by default, the suit actually just came up with the web idea itself. Some way. And as for the web climbing, that was Peter. Yeah, so it can't climb webs. It can't climb on walls unless it uses the tentacles, which that's how the Eddie Brock in Ultimate Spider-Man does it. It's tentacles. I mean, yes, he can climb up walls, but he also grips them. You know, he actually digs his nails into it. As for his feet just sticks to it. So that's one thing that will be kind of lost. I mean, that will be something they have to tackle, is the fact that it can't web climb. I mean, if it web climbs, then technically he's gonna have to make noise, which that's something stupid, because then that's how Spider-Man can always know he's here, because it'll be like, and Spider-Man like, "Oh, I know that voice. That's Venom." Oh yeah, and besides that, since it didn't attach to Spider-Man, that means he can use his spider sense to detect it. So that's number 2 of, you need Spider-Man to be in the black suit. Yeah, you can't be a jerk like you did in Ultimate Spider-Man to be like, "Oh yeah, no black suit. We're just gonna straight up go Venom on him." Which, thanks a lot. For the Ultimate Spider-Man toys, there was no black Spider-Man. Technically, I haven't even seen that toy line yet. I think, well, I might have skipped that toy line. I might have missed it in stores. But at least I got the Amazing Spider-Man, Black Spider-Man, which I think I packed it away, but I think it's very, very nice, actually. It's very, very nice. I enjoy it. I mean, I just don't like the whole plasma blaster thing. I mean, that's cool and all, but I don't really need that for my... Yeah, I don't really need that. Alright, let's see. And the final thing will have to be Dr. Connors. What happens after this? After this whole entire incident, does Connors be seen anymore? Does Connors screw up after this? Yes, he does. Because this is the reason why Carnage was created in Ultimates. Because he was playing with Peter's blood. And he accidentally, that's what they said, accidentally creates Venom. I mean, Carnage. And so, because of that, technically you could say he killed more people. Because that's why more people died. And in the Ultimates, guess who freaking dies by Carnage and not Green Goblin? Oh, of course you guys can guess. Gwen Stacy. Gwen Stacy dies by Carnage. And then she does return as the new Carnage. And then something happens. I forgot. I don't think it was Eddie who cured her. I think they took her to a lab. They cleaned up everything, got rid of the symbiote, and then there you go. And it turns out that she's the exact copy of the one that was lost. And she became a goth. So, yeah. But in this movie, it's kind of more of the fact of I don't think that'll happen because in the Ultimates, oh my gosh, excuse me, Gwen Stacy. Well, the Stacys basically have problems, marital issues, and excuse me, the mother does not live with her daughter, and it was just him and her. That's it, him and her. And then when he dies, that's when she moves into the Parker's house. But since she has two brothers, which where did they come from? So she has two brothers, and they have she still has her mother with her. So that means that no moving into the Parker house and no having to hear Aunt May saying no hanky panky up there. And that's basically it. That's all I got from some research. So there you go. Up next will be, I think it will be two more videos. I think I'm going to maybe two or one. I have no idea. We'll figure it out. Peace out.